Hello and welcome to a new tutorial. This is Everything April YouTube channel. Today's tutorial is on how to make a gypsy or Caribbean skirt, and I'll be making that using this beautiful mixed Ankara fabric. Thank you to all my subscribers and returning viewers. You're awesome. And if this is your first time checking out my videos, you're welcome. Please subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, and also click on the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. So making this skirt is very easy. It is a beginner friendly tutorial, and I'll be explaining and making some illustrations on a paper before I cut out the fabric I'll be using. So I've made a rough sketch of what the gypsy skirt looks like. It has layers, or it has steps. You have the first tier, the second tier, and the third tier. You can have as many steps as you want depending on the fabric available to you. So for me, I'm working with 3 tiers. I want 3 steps for the gypsy skirt. You can see from my illustration, I've labeled the first tier, second tier, and third tier. And to the right of this sketch, I have some measurements. So I'll be explaining how I got those measurements. The first thing to consider when making the skirt is the total length of the skirt. How long you want the skirt to be. So for me, in this tutorial, I'm working with a length of 44 inches. The length of the skirt is going to be a long skirt, is 44 inches. So from these 44 inches, I would decide how I want to shear, or how long I want the tiers to be, each tier to be. So for example, I can decide to divide this by 3. Since I'm working with 3 tiers, I can decide to divide by 3, which will give me about 14.66 inches. So I can decide to make each tier 14.66 inches to have the total of 44 inches. But in this tutorial, I will not be dividing them equally. So I want it in a way that the first tier is shorter than the second tier, and the second tier is shorter than the third tier. So for the length of the first tier, I'm working with 10 inches. I want it a little bit below the hip line. To stop a little bit below the hip line. So I'm working with 10 inches. So 44, which is the total length, minus 10 inches will give me 34. So from this 34, I also want the second tier to be a bit shorter than the third tier. So I would use 16 inches. So when I subtract 16 from 34, I'll have the 18 inches for the third tier. So these measurements, I will not be cutting them exactly. I'll be adding allowances. So to the first tier, which is 10 inches of length, I'm going to add 1 inch allowance. This 1 inch, I will be using ½ inch to join to the upper bodies, because I'm making this into a gown or to a band in case you're making a skirt, and ½ inch for joining to the second tier, the second step of the skirt. And to the second tier, I added 1.25 allowance, because of the way I would be attaching it. I would be using ¼ inch to serge or weave the upper end of the second tier, and ½ inch to join into the first tier, and ½ inch for joining to the third tier. And for the third tier, I added 1.75 inches allowance, 1 inch for hemming the lower part, ¼ inch for serging the upper part of the third tier, and ½ inch for attaching it to the second tier. So in case you don't understand this explanation, as we go along, as I start doing it, you understand what I mean by these explanations. The other thing to consider before cutting is the width of the tiers, how wide they are going to be. So for the first tier, you can decide to work with gathers depending on the available fabric you have. So for me, I'm going to be using the exact waist measurement I have for the upper bodies, which is 34 inches. So I'll be using the waist measurement and the hip measurement for the first tier. So the waist divided by 4 is 8.5. I'll be using the exact waist. And for the hip divided by 4 is 11 inches plus ½ inch is. So I have 11.5 inches. So when I multiply this 11.5 by 4, I will have 46 inches. That is the total width I need, is 46 inches. But I will be needing side seam allowance, because I also have seam allowance on the upper part to join. So I'm going to be adding 46 inches plus 6 inches, that is the allowance I used, plus 3 inches zipper allowance. I'm attaching the zipper to the back. So the total I have for the width for the first tier is 55 inches. So if I add this up, I have 55 inches. Now I have the width for the first tier. So for the second tier, I will then decide to multiply by 2 inches or more, depending on the available fabric I have. So I'll multiply 46 inches by 2, which will give me 92 inches. That means that the width for the second tier is 2 times what I have at the hem of the first tier, that is 92 inches. That is what I'll have. So for the first tier or the first step, I would have a length of 11 inches and a width of 55 inches. That means I'll be cutting 11 by 55 inches. For the second tier or second step, I will be cutting a length of 17.25 by 92 inches of width. Then for the third tier, I don't have enough fabric. I'm working with approximately 4 inches, 4 yards of fabric. So I'll be multiplying what I have on the second tier by 1.5. So I would multiply, and it gave me 138 inches, which I approximated to 140 inches. But if you have enough fabric and you want it fuller, you can multiply by 2. So I would be for the third step or third tier, I have a length of 19.75 by 140 inches for the width. Now I know the measurements I need. I'll go ahead and cut. So the way I'll cut, I'll first cut the third tier, the last step first. The whole of the 4 yards I have, I would measure out the 140 inches width by the 19.75 length. So after cutting that, I'll then cut the second tier or the second step before I cut the first step. That way it will be easier to cut out the whole thing without having it in pieces. So this way I have the third tier as a one piece fabric, and also the second tier as a one piece fabric. But if you don't have enough to cut that way, no problem, you can cut and join. If your fabric is not enough to cut them at a stretch, to cut it as one piece. So I've cut, this is the second tier, and I've measured. I have the 92 inches width, and also the length. I have the length I want 17.7.25. So I've gone ahead to weave the upper part of the second tier and also the upper part of the third tier. I've woven it. I will also hem the lower parts. I'll use the 1 inch I left for hemming to hem the lower part of the third tier before I start joining them. So I'll keep these aside and then cut out the first tier. Here I've folded my fabric into 2 for the front, and for the back I'll be cutting the front and the back together. So remember, the length for the first tier is 10 inches, and to that I added extra 1 inch hemming, half inch for joining up and half inch for joining down. And I also have a zipper allowance for the back part of the first tier. So from the first line I ruled, I have my allowance. From there to 8 inches is the hip line, and 10 inches is the length for the first tier, and I added another half inch for joining the first tier to the second tier. So on the start line, which is the waistline, I imputed 8.5 inches, which is quarter of the waist measurement. My fabric is folded in 4. On the hip line, I imputed 11.5 inches, which is quarter of the hip measurement plus half inch ease. So I'm connecting using a pattern, the cuffed part of a pattern master, from the waist to the hip, and I'm extending it down to the total length for the first tier, as you can see me doing. I'll also add the 1.5 inches side seam allowance I made provision for when considering the measurements I need. I would add that to the waistline and to the hip line. I'll connect like I did the first time and also extend it down to the length of the first tier. So I'll go ahead and just cut this out. So take note that from the first line up is the allowance for joining to the upper body. So I've added all the allowance, half inch up and half inch down allowance, half inch for joining up to the bodies or to a band if you're making a skirt, and the lower part for the half inch is for joining to the second tier. So I'll just cut this out. Remember to slit the back part into 2 for the zipper, for joining the zipper. So this for the front parts, this is not a gathers part, so I'm going to come down because of the stomach area. I'm going to come down from the center front by half an inch and connect it to the side measurement as I'm demonstrating. So I'll cut this out. If you're making a gathers, there's no need for doing this, but since I'm using the exact measurement, that's why I'm cutting this out. So I've cut out everything. I'll use this fabric to cut out the lining for the first tier. I'm going to line the first tier. I will be attaching pockets, inner pocket to this. So I folded a piece of fabric into four. I'm going to be cutting two pieces for each side of the pocket. So I folded my fabric into four. So on fold, I'll make sure I have up to 8 by 8 inches. So I'm checking my measurements and making sure I have up to 8 inches by 8 inches. The length and the width should be 8 by 8. So I'm just making a curve for the pocket as you see me do. So I'll just go ahead and quickly cut this out. So it is on fold, two pieces for each side of the pocket. This is for the inner pocket. So I'll cut this out. I have cut the lining piece for the first tier, and I'm going to use the lining to turn the main fabric. So I'll do that and show you what I have. So I've turned with the lining for the front piece and the back pieces as well. So what I'll do now will be to attach the pockets, the material for the pockets to this. So from the waist, from the top part, I'm going to measure 1.5 inches away from the top. So I'm going to place them. The way I'll place them, I'll place the pockets right side of the pocket to the right side of the fabric. You can see I'm laying it. I'll also do the same for the other side. I'll measure 1.5 inches down and also place the corresponding part of the pocket on its right side facing each other. I'll pin them together, so using 1/4 inch or something less than half an inch, and then I'll top stitch to the pocket side. So I'll do that for either side of the pocket and the main fabric. I'll also do that for the other side. So what I do to this part I'm pinning, I'll do for the other side. I would still top stitch towards the pocket area, and then I'll then join them together and sew using the allowance I have. I'll sew around the pocket using 1/2 inch. I'll do that and show you what I have. So I've sewn them all round. I've sewn all around. This is the back, so I'll turn it to the front side. So this is what it looks like on the front side. This is what I have. The opening part, the open part is where I'll be attaching the zipper when I've joined to the upper bodies. So I would then go ahead and attach the second tier to the first tier. I'll open it up. I'll open up, and remember I said I've woven the upper part of the second tier. It is woven already. You have to do that unless you're joining them right sides facing each other so that the seam part will be inside. If you're not joining that way, then if you want the seam to be up, to be top stitched, if you want the second tier to be top stitched to the first tier, that means you have to weave. So you have to weave or use a bias to tidy up the opening before you start top stitching. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pleat the second tier on the first tier. If you're not doing this, you have to join them right sides facing each other so that the seam will be inside. But I'm going to pleat the second tier all around the first tier. I'll measure 1/2 inch away from the hem and then top stitch at that point, because that's the 1/2 inch I left for it. So after doing that, after top stitching, pleating and top stitching to the first tier, at the hem of the second tier I'll also measure 1/2 inch away, and the same way I'm going to top stitch the third tier. I'm going to pleat and top stitch on the second tier. So I've hemmed the lower part. I'll hem the lower part of the third tier before I do this. So I've done all that, and I've also attached my zipper. I've joined everything together. So this is what I have. Like I said, I made this into a dress. I've attached it to the upper body, so you can see where I joined them. You can see the pockets. So I have a video on how I made the upper part, the multiple keyhole bustier top, the upper part. I have the video and I'll be dropping the link in the description box. So the video is already up on my channel, and I'll also be posting the video on how I made the sleeve I attached to this dress. I made a ruched sleeve, so I'll also be dropping the video after this. Thank you for watching. This is it on how you can make a gypsy skirt. Please give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel, and also click on the notification bell beside the subscribe button so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Bye.